This is a lovely restaurant simulator. Some delicious food. I was just thinking about bangers and mash the other day. Hey, do you have the rare stuff for me today? Oh, I do love fatty meats and cheeses. And look, potatoes. I think I want to hang on to the flour though. Like we just put cake on the menu. You do love potato dishes? You make potato croquettes. The most despite the name. Now, potato croquettes sound delicious. I've had potato knishes, and they are delicious. Gotta make sure I always have boba tea in my pocket. Now that I've had one trip that has ended in death. Now let us sell things. And then we can upgrade the restaurant. And get a prep table in here. Although I really need a frying pan too. I like this guy starting his day off with grilled pork. Well, starting his day at 10 a.m. Grilled beef. That does look good. I feel like it's been a long time since I've had a good real steak. I should find some time to take the wife out on a date. And eat good food, talk trash on our children. It'll be wonderful. Potato croquettes, though, that sounds delicious. I'm not entirely sure what one is. It sounds kind of like a croissant that's been stuffed with mashed potatoes. Excuse me. Trying to run off. Cashu Ramen. That's a 2-star. I'm excited to see how much he pays for that. Get the good stuff. This lady just wants to drink straight caramel. Alright, how much was the Cashu ramen? $200. Shoot, I should have been in the ramen business a long ago. Some spicy soup. Steamed chicken rice. Ugh, gross. Like, steaming chicken just seems like the wrong thing to do with chicken. Boiled beef. And boiling beef doesn't go well either. Oh, steamed chicken. Ooh. See, now grilled beef. That's somebody who wants something correctly. Still waiting for somebody to order cake. Do I not have the ingredients for cake? Where is cake? Ooh, fried mushrooms. Didn't even know I knew how to make that. There it is, cake. I got all the ingredients for cake. Order cake, everybody. Oh, maybe they'll order it for dessert. I think that may be the problem. It's afternoon tea time, right? People have cake with tea, right? Beef. Apparently ramen was the right thing to have on the menu, though. Like, that is a fairly expensive dish. Boiled potato. I think a boiled potato sounds alright. I haven't boiled potatoes, personally, but I feel like there's no wrong way to make a potato. Like, you absolutely can't eat them raw, so just introduce lots of heat to them. They're not, like, loaded with flavor by themselves. As long as it's seasoned properly. Yeah. And it does look like the boiled potatoes seasoned properly. Like, if we look it up in the menu here. Seasoned and boiled with butter. Creamy notes of this dish ensure there's no need for dipping sauces. Yeah, you can see little sprigs of green stuff on there. Could be chives or green onions or something. The green onions would be a little circular, and I think the chives are too. Dinner rush. Now everybody should be ordering cake, right? I just want one person to order a cake. Yeah, just double checking that it is on the menu. Someone ordered a cake. You are my favorite, ma'am. She's out here living her best life, having cake for dinner. Alright, how much was the cake worth? Only 100? Never mind. No one ever order cake again. Actually, come to think of it, am I making less money? It seems like I'm making less money on the dinner rush. Is that a thing? Like in my experience, lunch is the cheap meal of the day. Dinner is always a little more expensive. Did I make that up? Is that everyone else's experience? Then again, I also stream it ridiculously early in the morning, maybe in Asian or in cultures that are awake at this ridiculous hour. Maybe they operate entirely differently. Spicy soup. Oh. While I've got customers, I can only cook when they order something. There was that one lady who wanted a bunch of noodles. So I wanted to make a bunch of ramen for her. Or not ramen. A bunch of noodles in advance. While the business was slow. Ooh, roasted chicken. Ooh, I'm gonna be so ready for Thanksgiving. This game's just gonna build up my hunger all the way through the holiday. Let me close the restaurant so he can't have his noodles. Do I get to keep the noodles? No. Alright, thanks, ma'am. I sold... Wow, $4,000 worth of stuff. Tier 2 dishes. Yeah, I was getting $200 per ramen, but I only got $100 for the caramel cake. $300 for the steamed chicken rice. Well, that's gross, so that makes sense. Apparently noodles are the way to go. There's probably a science to this. Well, noodles aren't the way to go, because these are only $14. Alright. We're gonna make a bunch of noodles. The beef ones might be more expensive. They might have been, and they should be. Beef's a little more difficult to come by in this game. Alright, 10 noodles. I think that's as many as they needed. New furniture. Heard you're gaining more customers. The restaurant sure is growing a reputation. To celebrate, I made you some new furniture. Visit the shop. Ah, it's getting pretty late. I should turn in, I guess. Hello, kitty. Get hang out with me. Beef's more expensive. I should sneak it into the caramel cake. Make a beef cake. As you expand your restaurant, more types of customers will visit your restaurant. Although many will collect the dishes themselves, some customers, like the nobles, will expect you to serve them. Be careful and look out. Some customers will try to run without paying the tab. Remember to stop them. Is that what that red meter means? Is that them looking shifty? The funny thing is, like, most of the people who try to run out without paying their tab are the people dressed like this. Or maybe those guys look slightly nobler than the people who try to run out. Oh, there's the painting person. Oh, that's what that flavor is. Bitter? And umami is a tongue sticking out. Interesting. They didn't have umami when I was a kid. That flavor just didn't exist. Yeah, upgrade the restaurant. But I also want a frying pan, please. Stone table. That's cool. Stone fireplace. Oh! Man, that's just a decoration. I can't actually cook anything on it. Cozy rug. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of a stone-themed restaurant. That might look kind of cool. We'll talk later, buddy. Deprived of MSG in childhood. Now hang on, you can just put MSG in anything. And I wanted to talk to Olive so I can complete her quest. Do I have any other quests open? So she wants noodles. This Truffle wants noodles. Olive wants fried eggs. The tax man wants some money. What's new? Alright. We'll open the restaurant. Maybe the other characters will wake up by the time lunch rush is over. This lady wants steamed rice. Boiled potato. Pretty close. This lady wants a boiled potato. I can see it in your heart. Grilled pork. Sometimes I have to choose between cooking the next meal and accepting payment. And I wonder which one's the highest priority. Like, how long will they stand there at the register waiting for me to take their stuff before they walk out? Does it affect their tip? Does how long they have to wait for me to cook affect their tip? Kids don't seem to tip at all. They get in and out really quickly. Kids know what they want. Glad we don't do one of those kids eat free deal. I mean, it's nice when restaurants do that, but when children come in here unsupervised, that would destroy me business-wise. Steamed tentacles. I feel like those are the only tentacles I've sold in a long time. It's me dancing in the corner. I meant to quit after the lunch rush, but I'm still here. I'll quit after afternoon tea. Do. Yeah, in this economy, everyone pays. Especially the children. You have to pay double. Think bread grows on trees? Doesn't. It comes from wheat. It grows in the ground. Silly kid. Alright, afternoon tea is over. Whoa! You didn't take your chicken. I'm just gonna leave that on the counter. It'll still be good tomorrow, I'm sure. And this game's gonna make me try steamed chicken eventually. Olive, get out here. I've got your noodles. Currently being upgraded. Can't upgrade while upgrading. Ridiculous. Yeah, let's open the restaurant. Let's sell that steamed chicken before it starts to turn green. This guy wants it on rice. I could just make the rice and dice up that steamed chicken. Alright. Who's gonna get the health violation chicken? Will it be you? Someone's got to eat it. Grilled tentacle. Officer Wolf Boy sure likes his tentacles. Ooh, he gave me $132 for those tentacles. Ooh, and Wolf Girl wants grilled tentacle too. Bread. Someone's gonna eat that steamed chicken, I know it. Got 3 people here just eating bread. Bit cheap, don't you think? I mean, you know. I visited Korea once. We went to an Outback Steakhouse. And they, you know, like restaurants, they have bread. But they had bread with chocolate dipping sauce. And that was just like the complimentary bread. And it was amazing. Yeah, there we go. Someone ate that chicken. It was tasty. It was like chocolate frosting. It was basically, you had bread and chocolate once and it was awesome. It was awesome. Alright. Wait, veggie mission? Are you not? Right, you didn't want the noodles. Officer What's-Her-Face wanted noodles. Where is she? She wasn't out in the morning, so I assume she's working the night shift. Officer What's-Her-Face? Their bread's filled with chocolate. Dipping it makes it more decadent. Yeah. That's because you get to choose how much chocolate's on the bread. Dipping toast in hot cocoa. Alright, now dipping things in drinks is not for me. Like, you get crumbs in your drink. Like, have your cookies, drink your milk. Although, once somebody told me to try dipping my fries in like a Wendy's Frosty, and I did that. That was really good. But like the fries aren't gonna leave a bunch of crumbs in your Frosty. You're lactose intolerant. Well, quit it. I opened the store for 1 minute. Someone walked in and I said, "We're closed. Get out." Alright, I go to bed. Hey, kitty.